The jungle was alive with whispers, not the whispers of wind or leaves, but the sound of something greater, something ancient, echoing through the night. The air smelled of burning ozone, and the thick canopy of trees shivered as if it too felt fey. For centuries, Earth had been haunted by rumors of watchers from the stars. That night, the watchers came. High above, the skies split open. Cracks of violet lightning cut across the black heavens as enormous alien ships descended, their metallic frames blotting out the moon. They did not come silently. The ground trembled with each thundering pulse of their engines. The jungle, once a place of hidden life and mystery, became the stage of war. Superman was the first to arrive. He descended like a streak of hope, the emblem on his chest glowing faintly under the storm. His sharp eyes scanned the alien armada. He had fought invaders before, but this was different. These ships were not searching, they were claiming. They moved with the confidence of conquerors who knew victory was already theirs. Iron Man followed, his suit ablaze with light as repulsors charged and systems locked onto targets. His voice, steady and calculated, came through the comms. They're not here to negotiate. They've come prepared for us. From the depths of the forest, the earth split open as Hulk thundered forward. Each step was a quake, his roar louder than the alien sirens. He smashed through fallen trunks, green skin glistening with sweat and rage. If the aliens wanted war, Hulk would give them one. The first strike came without warning. Plasma cannons, mounted on the alien ships, fired beams of searing light that ripped through the canopy. Trees exploded into fire, animals fled in panic, and the ground was scorched into glass. Superman flew into the barrage, his fists colliding with beams, scattering them like shards of broken stars. Iron Man's missiles followed, painting the sky with fire as alien crafts burst into fragments. Hulk leapt upward, grabbing an enemy fighter mid-flight, crushing it into twisted metal before hurling it back toward its fleet. For a moment, hope flickered. Humanity's champions were holding their ground. The jungle roared with the power of Earth's mightiest defenders. But then, the shadows moved. From within the forest, a new army emerged, alien soldiers clad in black armor that shimmered like liquid obsidian. Their eyes glowed white, their movements eerily precise. They carried weapons unfamiliar to Earth, pulsating with energy that bent light itself. For every alien Hulk smashed, two more appeared. For every blast Iron Man unleashed, the soldiers adapted, shields forming and reshaping in seconds. And even Superman, the Man of Steel, felt his strength waver as strange violet mist filled the air. Kryptonite. No, he muttered under his breath. It was not kryptonite, but something worse. An energy designed to weaken all superpowered beings, an energy older than Earth itself. The battle turned brutal. Superman fought against the odds, striking faster than sound, but every punch drained him more. Iron Man's system screamed with warnings, armor integrity failing, weapons overheating. Hulk fought ferociously, but chains made of alien alloy, glowing with ancient runes, wrapped around his arms and legs. The jungle echoed with his furious roars as he tried to break free, only to be pulled deeper into the horde. Above them, the mothership descended lower. Its sheer size blocked out the stars, plunging the battlefield into an unnatural twilight. The air itself grew heavy. A voice boomed from the sky, not in words but in thought, entering the minds of every being present. Heroes of Earth, your age is over. Today begins the conquest. The words struck harder than any weapon. Even Iron Man, hidden behind layers of technology, felt a chill pierce his human core. Superman clenched his fists, ready for one last stand, while Hulk thrashed violently, blood and rage mixing in equal measure. But it was not enough. The alien soldiers moved as one, a wave of darkness overwhelming light. Superman was forced to the ground, his cape torn and face bruised. Iron Man was dragged down, his suit sparking as alien blades cut through his armor like paper. Hulk was silenced, chained to the earth as towering alien warriors held him fast. The jungle, once alive, grew silent. Only the sound of fire and the humming of alien machines remained. From the shadows, the leader emerged, a towering figure, clad in silver armor that glowed with runes of power unknown to Earth. Its eyes burned like twin suns, and in its hand was a staff crackling with energy strong enough to shake the very ground. It looked upon the defeated heroes and raised its weapon high. The jungle bowed in silence. The skies thundered. The day of shadows had begun. and humanity realized their champions had fallen. The fires of the jungle still burned when the second wave came. Smoke curled through the broken trees, and the air hung heavy with the metallic scent of blood and scorched earth. Where once there had been the cries of defiance, now there was only silence broken by the distant hum of alien engines. Earth's defenders had been struck down, yet the night was far from over. Superman struggled to his feet, his body battered, cape torn, face blooded. The violet haze that weakened him clung to his skin like poison. Each breast burned. He looked upward, toward the alien mothership that loomed above the canopy. Its colossal shadow covered the battlefield, swallowing hope itself. His fists clenched, trembling, not from fear, but from the weight of failure. Iron Man lay half-buried in the date, his armor torn and sparking. Systems flickered weakly. HUD shattered into fragments of light across his visor. He forced his suit to respond, but alien plasma energy had fried its circuits beyond repair. The genius inside the machine felt the crushing truth. His technology, once the edge of humanity, was nothing compared to the weapons forged in alien dominion. And Hulk, the strongest of them all, now knelt in chains. His roars once shook the skies, but now they were muffled, strangled by the weight of glowing shackles. The alien alloy bit into his green skin, burning runes carved into the metal that sapped his strength with every passing moment. He pulled with all his might, muscles bulging, veins glowing under the strain, but the chains only tightened, anchoring him into the blood-soaked earth. The alien warriors encircled them. Obsidian armor gleamed in the firelight, their white eyes unblinking, merciless. They moved as one, silent, disciplined, more like shadows than soldiers. They were not invaders born of chaos, but conquerors born of order, designed to break worlds methodically, piece by piece. From their ranks emerged the towering commander. The staff of runes it carried pulsed with energy, every symbol alive with ancient power. It stepped forward, surveying the fallen champions of Earth with cold amusement. "So this is your resistance?" The voice echoed directly into their minds, chilling, detached. Legends spoken of across galaxies, reduced to chains and ash. Superman staggered forward, his voice hoarse but unbroken. We will never kneel." The commander raised its staff. A surge of energy erupted, slamming Superman to the ground. The soil cracked beneath him, the violet haze thickening, draining the last of his strength. His cry was muffled under the weight of alien power. Iron Man, dragging himself upright, raised one trembling arm. His repulsor fired, a weak beam of light compared to its former brilliance. It struck the commander's armor, sparking for a moment before fading to nothing. The commander barely flinched. With a motion of its hand, Iron Man was hurled backward, his armor splitting open as he slammed against a shattered tree trunk. "You fight like mortals. You die like mortals," the alien voice intoned. Hulk bellowed in rage, pulling with inhuman strength, veins glowing like molten fire. For a brief second, it seemed the chains might snap, but the alien warriors tightened them further, their staffs channeling the ancient energy that burned through Hulk's body. His roar shifted into a guttural cry of pain as he was forced to his knees. The jungle itself seemed to weep. Trees toppled under alien machines, roots torn from the ground, the earth bleeding under their march. Firelight danced across the faces of the enslaved, painting them as specters of defeat. But still, deep within their eyes, a spark remained. Superman, broken as he was, turned his head to Iron Man. Their gazes locked, a silent understanding passed between them. This was not the end. They could not allow it to be. The commander sensed their defiance. With deliberate slowness, it raised its staff to the skies. A beam of violet light erupted, forming a sigil that spread across the heavens. It was not just a signal, it was a proclamation. Across galaxies, other worlds would see the mark. Earth was conquered, its heroes defeated, its jungle enslaved. Alien warriors roared in unison, their voices a thunder that shook the ground. The mothership answered with a chorus of engines, its colossal hull glowing brighter as the sigil spread wider. Chains rattled, defeat sank in. Superman lay beaten. Iron Man's suit flickered out. Hulk's roars fell silent. And yet, in the shadows, humanity's eyes watched. Not every defender had fallen. Not every spirit was broken. There, in the wreckage of the jungle, a spark of rebellion stayed. But for now, Earth belonged to the aliens. The chains of defeat had bound not just its champions, but the world itself. The jungle had fallen silent. Fire still licked at the trees. Smoke curled into the heavens. But the cries of resistance were gone. The great defenders of Earth, its champions, its legends, now lay broken. Chains rattled where once roars had thundered. The alien mothership cast its shadow over the ruins, its engines humming like the heartbeat of conquest itself. The fallen heroes could no longer move freely. The caped warrior lay half-buried in the date, weakened beyond recognition. The armored soldier slumped against shattered ruins, his chute sparking in fragments, his human body trembling within. The giant, once unstoppable, now kneeled in luminous shackles, his fury smothered under alien power. And as the world seemed to exhale in despair, the alien commander stepped forward. Towering above the battlefield, it radiated authority like a god descending to claim his dominion. Its obsidian armor shimmered with inscriptions, each rune glowing brighter as the staff in its hand pulsed with raw, unrelenting energy. It planted the staff into the ground. The earth trembled. A wave of violet light surged outward, rippling through the jungle, searing into the skies. The heavens themselves changed. The beam from the staff carved a sigil of conquest across the stars, a burning brand in the night sky. It was not only a symbol, it was a broadcast. Other alien fleets, scattered across the galaxy, would see it and know Earth was no longer free. Earth was theirs. The age of heroes has ended. The voice thundered, not through sound but through thought, echoing inside every human heart, every alien mind. The Dominion begins now. The alien army roared in unison, a sound so massive that it drowned the fires, silenced the winds, and shook the very ground beneath them. The jungle, the earth, the universe itself seemed to acknowledge the birth of a new empire. But even in defeat, the fallen hero's eyes burned with faint defiance. The caped warrior, though beaten, whispered words through blooded lips. "This is not forever." The commander turned, amused. "Your world kneels. Your strength is broken. What remains?" The armored soldier coughed, sparks flashing from his shattered suit. His voice, though weak, carried a sharp defiance. "Hope, that's one thing you'll never chain." The alien laughed, a sound like grinding metal and thunder combined. With a flick of its staff, both were struck down again, slammed into the date. Yet the spark had been spoken aloud, and sparks never die so easily. The giant strained against his shackles, eyes burning with primal rage. Even weakened, even trapped, his growl rumbled like an earthquake beneath the ground. The chains held, but they trembled. The alien commander looked upon him not with fear, but with recognition. This was the symbol of Earth's resistance. "Let him live," the commander ordered its soldiers. "Let them all live. Their chains will speak louder than their deaths. Let every human see their broken gods kneel." The order spread. The warriors tightened their grip, securing the captives. The heroes would not be killed. They would be displayed. A warning. A trophy of conquest. Above, the mothership's engines fled. Smaller crafts descended into the jungle, seeding strange machinery into the earth. Towers of obsidian steel rose from the soil, spreading alien energy that corrupted the ground itself. Plants withered, trees crumbled, the very air turned heavy and unnatural. The jungle was no longer Earth's. It was becoming theirs. The Dominion had begun reshaping the planet. From the shadows of the jungle, survivors watched. Soldiers, villagers, wanderers, ordinary humans who had fled into the darkness. Their eyes widened at the sight of their heroes broken, their land poisoned, their skies branded. Fear consumed them, but within that fear, something else began to grow. Anger. Resolve. The commander lifted its staff once more, the sigil above burning brighter. Across the stars, it proclaimed, "Let it be known. Earth is ours. Its people are ours. Its champions are ours." The army roared again, their voices echoing like thunder rolling across galaxies. And then, silence. The jungle burned, the heroes chained, the humans hidden. The Dominion had risen, but deep beneath the ashes of defeat, whispers began. Not from the aliens, not from the commanders, but from the hearts of those still alive. The whisper of rebellion, the whisper of a future battle not yet written. The story of that day would be remembered not only as the end of heroes, but also as the beginning of something far greater. The rise of Dominion had begun, but so too had the seeds of resistance.